Piston down. Lever. Yes. Ted.
Sick.
Yes.
Sick.
We'll leave that here just cause. Oh.
No, I can't move it.
Okay, you can take it. I actually picked it up. Doesn't matter. Let's hop back to the real world. Okay. Goodbye, and maybe we'll come back and make an XP farm here. Oh, you mother.
There can only be one.
The credits. Oh. I think I'll read that.
Read them out loud.
Okay. Ted, are you in the credits too?
Yes.
Do you want to be like the first voice and I'll be the second?
Sure.
Okay, let's see.
Wait, you gotta wait because mine's still coming up.
Okay, I'll be blue. You'll be green.
I already seen part of it. Alright, I see. Okay, hold on. I see blue.
Okay.
Okay.
I see the player you mean.
Tedwin32?
Yes, take care. It has reached a higher level now. It can read our thoughts.
That doesn't matter. It thinks we are part of the game.
I like this player. It played well. It did not give up.
It is reading our thoughts as though they were words on a screen.
That is how it chooses to imagine many things when it is deep in the dream of a game.
Words make a wonderful interface, very flexible, and less terrifying than staring at the reality behind the screen.
They used to hear voices before the players could read. Back in the days when those who did not play called players witches and warlocks, and players dreamed they flew through the air on sticks powered by demons.
What did this player dream?
This player dreamed of sunlight and trees, of fire and water. It dreamed it created, and it dreamed it destroyed. It dreamed it hunted and was hunted. It dreamed of shelter.
Ah, the original interface. 1,000,000 years old and it still works. But what true structure did the player create in the reality behind the screen?
It worked, with a million others, to sculpt the true world in a fold of the Dualua and create a Dualua for Dualua in the Dualua.
It cannot read that thought.
No, it has not yet achieved the highest level. That it must achieve in the long dream of life, not the short dream of a game.
Does it know that we love it? That the universe is kind?
Sometimes, through the noise of its thoughts, it hears the universe, yes.
But there are times it is sad in the long dream. It creates worlds that have no summer, and it shivers under a black sun, and it takes its sad creation for reality.
To cure it of sorrow would destroy it. The sorrow is part of its own private task. We cannot interfere.
Sometimes, when they are deep in dreams, I want to tell them they are building true worlds in reality. Sometimes I want to tell them of their importance to the universe. Sometimes when they have not made a true connection in a while, I want to help them to speak the word they fear.
It reads our thoughts.
Sometimes I don't care. Sometimes I wish to tell them this world you made through truth is merely a blah 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 and blah 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 blah. I wish to tell them that they are blah blah in the blah 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 they see the blah reality in their long dream.
And yet they play the game.
But it would be so easy to tell them.
Too strong for this dream. To tell them how to live is to prevent them from living.
I will not tell the player how to live.
The player is growing restless.
I will tell the player a story.
But not the truth.
No, a story that contains the truth safely in a cage of words, not the naked truth that can burn over any distance.
Give it a body again.
Yes, player.
Use its name.
Tedwin32, player of games.
Good.
Does yours say your name?
Yeah, try again, please, player of games.
That's stupid. Take a breath now. Take another. Feel air in your lungs. Let your limbs return. Yes, move your fingers. Have a body again, under gravity and air. Respawn in a long dream, there you are. Your body touching the universe again at every point, as though you were separate things, as though we were separate things.
Who are we? Once we were called the spirit of the mountain. Father Sun, Mother Moon, ancestral spirits, animal spirits, jinn ghosts, the green man, then gods, demons, angels, poulterers, aliens, extremists. Lemons, quirks, the verse change. We do not change.
We're the universe where everything you think isn't you know, it's doing. To see you player to know.
Your eyes touch your player, how like.
Up at a time, there was a player.
The player was you, try again, please.
Or Tedwin32. Sometimes it found itself human, on the thin crust of the spinning globe of molten rock. The ball of molten rock circled a ball of blazing gas that has 330,000 times more massive than it. I can't even.
They were so far apart that light took them 8 minutes across the gap. The information from a star, and it could burn your skin from 150 kilometers away. Sometimes the player dreamed it was a miner on the surface of the world that was flat and infinite. The sun was separate and white. The days were short. There was much to do. The death was temporary inconvenience. Sometimes the player dreamed it was lost in a story. Sometimes the player dreamed it was other things in other places. Sometimes these dreams were disturbing. Sometimes very beautiful indeed. Sometimes the player woke from the dream into another, then woke from that into a third. Sometimes the player dreamed it watched words on a screen.
Let's go back. The atoms of the player were scattered in the grass, in the rivers, in the air, in the ground. A woman gathered the atoms, she drank and ate and inhaled, and the woman assembled the player in her body. And the player awoke from the warm, dark world of its mother's body into a long dream. And the player was a new story, never told before, written in letters of DNA, and the player was a new program. Never run before, generated by a source code 1 billion years old, and the player something, Teddy blocked it.
It was a new human never alive before, made for nothing but milk and love. You are the player, the story, the program, the human, made from nothing but milk and love.
Let's go further back. The 7 billion atoms of the player's body was created long before this game in the heart of a star. So the player chooses information from a star, find the player moves in the forest, information planted by the on a flat private world created by something inhabitants and created by.
Shush. Sometimes the player created a small private world that has soft, warm, and simple. Sometimes hard, cold, and complicated. Sometimes it built a model of the universe in its head, flecks of energy moving through the vast space. Sometimes it called those flecks electrons and protons.
Sometimes it called them planets and stars. Sometimes it believed it was a universe that was made of energy that was made of offs and ons, zeros and ones, lines of code. Sometimes it believed it was playing a game. Sometimes it believed it was reading words on a screen.
You are the player, reading words.
Shush. Sometimes the player read lines of code on a screen, decoded them into words, decoded words into meaning, decoded meaning into feelings, emotions, theories, ideas, and pleasure, started to breathe faster and deeper, and realized it was alive. It was alive. Those 1,000 deaths have been real. The player was alive.
You are alive.
And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the sunlight that came through the shuffling leaves of the summer trees.
And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the light that fell from the crisp night of sky of winter, where a fleck of light in the corner of the player's eye might be a star 1,000,000 times as massive as the sun, boiling its planets to plasma in order to be visible for a moment to the player walking home at the far side of the universe, suddenly smelling food almost familiar, about to dream again. And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to zero ones, though the electricity of the world, scrolling words on a screen at the end of the dream. And the universe said, I love you.
And the universe said, you have played the game well.
And the universe said, everything you need is within you.
And the universe said, you are stronger than you know.
And the universe said, you are the daylight.
And the universe said, you are the night.
And the universe said, the darkness you fight is within you.
And the universe said, the light you seek is within you.
And the universe said, you are not alone.
And the universe said, you are not separate from every other thing.
And the universe said, you are the universe tasting itself, talking to itself, reading its own code.
And the universe said, Greg sucks. Said, I love you because you are love.
And the game was over, and the player woke up from the dream, and the player began a new dream, and the player dreamed again, dreamed better. And the player was the universe, and the player was love. You are the player.
Wake up!
Minecraft credits.
That was really hard.
I cannot wait to see it.
That was harder than being a dragon.
Yeah, reading that. Okay. Created by Marcus Persson. Game design, programming, and graphics, Marcus Persson and Jens Bergensten. Music and sound, Daniel Rosenfeld. Why are these names all over the place? In-game artwork and paintings, Christopher... Wait. Christopher Zetterstrand. Endgame narrative. What? Julian Go? I thought we narrated it, Ted.
The heck is this?
Website development.
I didn't hear anyone talking.
Ballston. Daniel Frisk. Leonard Axelson. Jens Bergensten. Marcus Pearson. Logo and promotional artwork. Marcus Tovianven. Tovianvenen. Business and administration. Carl Manny. Daniel Kaplan. Director of fun. Lydia Winters. Number crunching and statistics. Patrick Gruner. Ted, we're watching through all the credits. Additional programming, Paul Spooner, Ryan Scavulius Hitchman, Elliot Hippopotamus Siegel. Technologies used. Hippopotamus, okay.
Hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus. Java by Oracle. LWJGL by Many Talented People. 3D Sound System by Paul Lamb. And Jorbis by J-Craft. And that, my friends, is the 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bow lines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. Mark Twain. And that is the end of Minecraft.
Not for me.
Watching it slowly scroll off. Now it fades to darkness. Any second now. No.
You fine?
What?
At the end of the credits, they turned it into like a scare thing. So it just popped out.
Just like.
It's so fun. Oh, hello there, Greg.
Oh, hey there. I'm like humping the bed right now.